This is the FormD T1. I'm going to be unboxing it and basically moving my build into this. Pretty excited. I've been waiting for this case since September 2019, yeah, September 2019. I know some people have been waiting much longer. It's got here from China, Shenzhen, I believe, in about maybe like 3 days, I think, something like that. So that's not bad. Depending on customs where you live, it might take longer. But yeah, I mean the box is kind of heavy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. First time I'm opening it up. Yeah, it looks good. As long as I sit down, I don't cover up the lights. Okay. Here's your M3 screws. Everything is M3 threaded, and you have your standoffs. So I'll need these obviously, and we can put those right here. I'm not sure if it. This is the back panel. Power button will go right here. Not sure what this weird hair looking stuff is, but this part of it feels pretty light. It feels very solid. Oh, that's actually really cool. I actually didn't know that was there. It says T1 on it. I had no idea. Let's take a photo. Okay. That's actually really cool. I had no idea. More, I guess, hair or whatever this stuff is. I have no idea how to take off the front. Okay, so there is a fortunately there is a little little nick on the front of mine. That is unfortunate. Right there. So if anybody wonders why mine isn't perfect in photos, it's already got a mark. It's not from me. I can buy another one of these, like 30 bucks. Not a big deal. Still a little sad, but it's okay. It's okay. The whole black. Yeah, this is all nice. This is all. I don't see a mark on this at all. Yeah, I wiped that one off. And we'll put this back on. Yeah, but it is nice. Okay. We have the other little parts, struts. You know, we checked out the front and the back panel. Let's take this out. Hopefully I have enough space on my whole desk for everything here. These are the mesh side panels. Oh wow. These are actually pretty heavy. I don't know how to convey how hard these are, or like the weight or the quality, but it's yeah, it's pretty nice actually. Wow. Okay. Let's fold that up, put that away. I think it's only just, no, both of them are here. And then this power cable. Okay. Okay, off to the next section. Let's put this on top of that again. Okay, what is this? We got the feet. Little cute little feet. And they have the screws already in them. So you're not gonna have to worry about the feet coming off like on the Ghost S1. It came with a power switch. Power switch is nice. It's like a, you know, it's not super smooth, but maybe I'll order a P-Slate one. But it's nice. It's got a nice heft to it. It's nice. And we got the standoff set. Zip ties, I mean, I guess this is for cable management. It's not necessary, but thank you. Is this the 2-slot or 3-slot? I think this might be the 2-slot standoff. And this is the 3-slot. And then we got the power supply. Okay. I gotta look up these instructions. But yeah, these are all the parts. I'm just gonna assume that everything came with it. Oh. Here's my $10 riser cable. Definitely looks a lot shorter than my Ghost S1's riser cable. And I mean, I'm sure it works. Here is the bottom black panel. There's this weird gunk on it. I'll clean it off with wet wipes later. That's why I have the wet wipes over there. I'm not sure if you can see the gunk. I have no idea what this stuff is. Maybe it's just from the styrofoam or its hair or something. I have no idea. 1 second. Yeah, it'll come off. It'll come off. So there's like a little nick right here. Can this come off? Yeah, one part came off. 1 second. No, there's a scratch. Let's see, can it show up? I'm in the way of the lighting, so it's quite difficult. Oof. My God, what the, am I gonna get this? Come on, camera, you got this. Yep. So I just tried to clean it with the wet wipe. That's not coming off. Oh man, did I mess it up again? Come on. Yeah, so I mean it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But I am letting you guys know the whole thing is pretty clean. Let's zoom out. Okay. Here's the silver. This feels much lighter than the mesh side panels. I have no idea what this this gunky stuff is. Let's see if I can zoom in. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's all good. It's all good. I'll just clean it off. I think it's just from the styrofoam that it's packed with. It's not coming off. It's kind of disgusting. 1 second. It's really not coming off actually. Alright, one sec again actually. Okay. Just gotta scrub really hard. Maybe it's some adhesive or something. Alright, back from scrubbing, and let's see if we can highlight these spots. So that spot right there, the little nick. Let's go over here. If you can see that, it's around the same spot on this part as the black one. Right there as well. And let's go to the top on this side. Let's see if you can see that right there. You can see that. And let's see. Right there. Right there, if you can see it, just like on my front panel. Let's see. This one is very minute. I wouldn't really make a big deal about that one at the bottom. It's very minute, but it is there, just letting you know. And the bottom right, I don't really see anything. On the inside, it looks pretty clean. If you can see, I'll try to highlight it with the lighting. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the beginning part. I was just evaluating, how it came in. Okay, so I've had 3 Ghost S1s. A Kickstarter black, that's the one you guys see in the videos. The limestone Ghost S1, it was a batch 3. I had a limestone Ghost S1 batch 4 as well. As of current, I have no desire or interest in purchasing a Loki Ghost S1 MK3. There's just no point. It's kind of the whole reason why I bought this case. I mean, I did want this case before the S1, but like I said, this was delayed around my birthday, and the S1 restocked around the third week of September 2019. So then I decided to sell off my ATX parts and just try out SFF, and here we are. I've learned a lot. Anyway, we'll get started with this because this is partially like me going over it, and then you also will, if you don't know how to build it, essentially, you know, you'll see how it's built, so then you have something as a reference, so you don't mess up. Okay, yeah. Let's take out all these parts and I'll put this box on the floor because we don't need this anymore. By the way, there is no instruction manual, so, you know, Bob the Builder here, yours truly, to show you how this SFF PC gets built and done properly. Alright. We threw that on the floor, we're good. Okay. I'm thinking. 1 sec. Alright. Alright, put this on top of this. I don't need this yet. And this side panels and the power cables I actually really don't need till the end, so let's put it on top of the speaker. Alright, we're good. As long as it doesn't fall, we're fine. The back panel and the front panel we will need. I can't get over it. I love how it says T1 on the bottom and the back. It looks so cool. This is in frame, right? Yep. Oh, that is too far. Okay, so this is in frame. Alright, cool, perfect. So I need these 3 struts. If I can get them out. I have no idea if they're all the same. I genuinely have no clue. It should go like this, and then let me just take out the struts first. Okay, so we're gonna take this part. There was actually a little mark over there. I cleaned it up. It's basically not visible now. It was a bit of a silverish mark on the, you know, the black part of the T1. Alright, so we got the back panel over here. Man, this is some really advanced adult Legos, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought this would be a lot easier, but yeah, whatever. I'll get this to work. There are like some kind of marks and stuff on these. I don't know. Maybe it's just gunk. I have no idea. But try to have like some wet wipes or something. These are the wet wipes I like. They don't leave the marks on my mouse pad, as you can see. It just cleans it right off. Don't get the these are the Costco ones, the Kirkland wet wipes. I have no idea what the Charmin wet wipes or whatever I had before. Those are trash. Bro, I really have no idea how to put this together. Okay. So both ends are thick, right? But you see, it doesn't say which side goes which side. Okay. This definitely seems like it fits. And then according to, well, but which side is which side? See, both sides fit. I have no what's. Oh man, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Just need to take a breath. I have no idea how to put it together. And then I'm just kind of rushing because of the camera. I want to, you know, have it all done in one take. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut some parts out now, but the bottom part faces that way. Okay, so this is upside down like this. Yes, like this. And I have now installed the GPU, the motherboard tray. This is, what is this? This is 1 slot or 2 slot? 2 slot or 3 slot actually. Let's see. Okay, bro. This is hilarious how much I'm actually struggling. This is actually kind of... Okay, look. We're back. The only reason why this is so difficult is mainly because if you look at the manual, which, look, I'm going to be honest with you, the manual isn't good. That's the main reason I said I'd make this video for a friend. And he hasn't got his T1 yet. Look. It looks simple. It looks simple. There's like 2 videos. One guy speaking in, I could only assume Mandarin, and then the other one is Optimum Tech's video. Both of them don't cover everything, and they rush through it. Okay, so all of the screws are M3 screws, so that really isn't too big of a concern. You're not really going to use the wrong screw. My cousin had issues, and he used the wrong screws for his PATX build, and he couldn't find a manual, and then he found the manual, it was too late. So, you know, he messed up some of the hardware. So, you're not really going to have that issue here. The only thing that's tricky, and as you can see, I turned off the camera and then I turned it back on, so now you're like, oh wow, he skipped a few steps, and now I don't know where to, you know, begin from where he left off. So, basically, I'll take it apart again, and I'll show it to you. And this is the main frame, you know, of the T1 to get it set up. The only reason why it's tricky is because you don't know which side is which. So I'm going to take this part right off. Okay, so look. When you see this part, you know, they honestly just look like long struts, whatever you want to call them, right? But look at the curvature. If this camera will allow it, you can see how this end, you know, dips a bit. And then you see that, right? Okay, so common sense, right? So this should probably be obvious. Maybe not to everybody. This end, don't screw it into. This is the end the screw goes into. When you were putting it, aligning it, let us see if this camera, is it showing it? Basically, let's see if it shows it. Sort of, you know, you can't see it. Okay, so you see how the screw is supposed to go into there? So that's what we're trying to do. So the struts right here. Oh, it's on 2x still. Okay, let me just take that off 1 second. Don't fall apart, case. There are no screws in this, because I am going to take off the part to show. So, I didn't want that to happen, but it's okay. So, 1 second. Okay, look. The thing that was confusing and tricky is this is the back panel, okay? And when you're selecting the spot for your GPU, for the 2 slot or 3 slot, the 3 slot will go like this. Okay, notice how, let's zoom in. So notice how, I really hope the lighting is good, and it's just my phone's brightness isn't proper. Okay, so don't put it like this. Don't put it like this. Even though it fits, do not put it like this. Notice how the bottom lines up with the bottom, and now you want to put it like this. And you see how it locks into place? And then you just screw it in. So this is the standoff for the 3 slot. And one second, I'm going to show you the bottom part where the struts will line up. So we'll take these two skinny ones are the same thing, so it's not an issue. But look at the side. That is where the strut goes. So right there. So it lines up like this. Come on. Camera, don't fail me. Okay. Oh. Come on, camera, don't do this. Watch. The second I go to hit focus, it's going to focus. Watch this. Oh, I hit zoom. Okay. Good. So notice how this end? Are we really going to do this? Okay, look. I'm pretty sure you can see it. The big hole goes over, and the strut will go like this. But the thing is, that's one end, right? So it's this way and this way. You know not to put it this way. The outside casing, you know, will look like the outside casing has a better coating, if you will. And then the inside looks like, you know. Alright. Maybe if I reverse the camera and the angle, you'll get better lighting. I have no idea. Let's try that. Pause. Okay, bro. I said pause. Okay, so I moved over. I'm not sure if this helps with the lighting. Lighting comes from the top right, so shadows going to the left because the sun is down, so the camera's to the right. That should help. Anyway, we weren't on that. We were on building this finally. Like I said, it's just tricky because I want to do it the first time. I don't call me a perfectionist, whatever. I just want it to be perfect. I don't want to put the wrong side in and be like, oh, it was supposed to be like this. I don't want to unscrew it. I just want it to be perfect. So basically, what I was showing was basically I have the manual from Wahaha pulled up on my little surface over here, and when you see the strut, it's a bit confusing. This is the inside of the case. This is the how's this look on the camera actually? I've never put it in that angle, so wow, you really can't see. Okay, I'm gonna raise this on a box. Okay, it's a bit more zoomed out, but I feel this will be more sufficient. Unless the microphone isn't facing me and the audio is completely terrible, when we will yeah. Oh my god. We will see. So basically, here's the back panel where the GPU attaches to the struts. Back to the example. So basically I was trying to show when you attach the struts, you know, the outside looks like it's the outside. The inside, you know, looks like it's the inside. It's just, do you put it like this? Or do you put it like this? See, that's the thing, you know, it doesn't have that. It shows the photo and you match it up. It's just confusing. Like I said, I just want it perfect, and trying to build it perfect in my first try and just not doing it and then trying to explain it is a bit more challenging than I thought it'd be, actually. I thought this would be super easy. So like I said, top strut, remember, this is the outside. This is the inside. So obviously we don't put it like this. This is where it's tricky. Is it like this or is it like this? Arch is this way. This side is completely flat. See, this one's a bit easier. So if you look according to the manual for this one, the case will be like this. One second. Okay, so this is the bottom panel. This is the front of the case. So I'm going to put the strut last because it is the heaviest. And what you want is this weird little curve to be closest to the front panel. And I really hope that this is showing the whole desk so I don't have to like zoom in again. You know what? Do I have to get closer? This is tricky. Okay, yeah, I think. Where's my hand? Right here? Yeah, it is a bit far off. Okay, I'll get a little closer. Okay, okay. You can see now, right? Yeah, you can see. Okay, okay, so look. This strut, this is the front panel. This goes like this. You see this weird little curve? This weird little curve lines up with the front right here. Like that, okay? And then same thing. This is the thicker, heavier strut. You know this is a thicker, heavier strut because this weighs like 4 of these little thin ones. It's like solid 4, maybe 5 or 6 of these. And once again, this weird little angled curve will be in the front part. So, 1 second. Let me just make sure I got this lined up properly. Like this. And 1 second. You can see basically all this. It won't be like, you know, perfectly zoomed in, but it is it. Okay, so back to the thing again. Only reason why this is so tricky, this is probably going to be a really long video. Man, just fast forward, guys. Okay. Inside, outside. This curvature, hopefully you can see this, because I moved the lighting. The curvature, right? The part with the curve is on top. So this is the case, okay? This is the front panel. Okay, this is when the case, I believe, is not flipped. And what we're gonna do is put this face down. And take this part, this weird curvature part. It's gonna go like that. So it looks like this. I'm just gonna start screwing things in, and then you'll get the picture because this is terrible. Okay. Which screws to use? And that would be great. Pretty sure these really big screws are probably for the power supply cable. Standoffs I'll use later. Let's see. What screws do we use to screw in the sides? I have no idea. Nope. Okay. Alright, look. Here we are. I know there's been a lot of rambling till this point, but we're going to make it simple. We're going to go step by step. Alright, just be chill. We're ignoring the struts. We're not building that first. First, we're going to take this back panel. Okay, here's the back panel. I am not putting the power switch in until I have the struts and the foundation. So this is the 3-slot GPU plate, and this is the 2-slot. So I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so like I said, the rounded edge goes in, flat edge goes out. So you can see, flat. Okay, so as you can see, motherboard, I/O, very small GPU, 2-slot, that will fit. I want a 3-slot, so we're gonna put it in, like I said, rounded side in, this side, flat, falls right into place. So it's rounded, and then you can see flat on this side. So I have the screws laid out here, so we shall zoom in on this. I've put the standoffs over there, little standoffs, big screws, which I can assume is for the power supply because there's 4, but there's a 5th one, not sure why yet. Other big screws with this nice Saturn ring around it. Then you got little screws and a little bit longer screws, like double the length. They're all M3s, so I'm just, you know, calling them what they are because I don't have a caliper and measures. What is this, 3-4 millimeter or whatever? But you're gonna take 3 of the little 3-4 millimeter ones, whatever these are, right? And you're gonna put these into 3 slots. Or is it 4? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, it's 3. This unfortunately is not a magnetic screwdriver. Oh, it is. Magnet must be very weak over the years because it barely works. But yeah, as you can see, one goes in there, hopefully you can see with the lighting. I'm not sure. Like I said, the only reason why it seems so difficult and I look like I'm going so slow at this is because I want this to be perfect. And basically in layman terms, like if I had to recommend this case, which I have to multiple people, my cousin has never gone SFF. So if he went SFF and this was his first case, probably go insane. There's no instruction manual. I mean, there is, but it's kind of bad. Like, obviously I'm not gonna ask, hey, you know, put stickers on everything saying this side is up, this side is down. I mean, I doubt that's gonna be added. I mean, it'd be nice, but then you'd have to peel a sticker off each one. If it was $20 more for that, would people pay? I would tell my cousin to pay for that. I would feel that I could do it regardless, but then here I am, plain struggle McGee. All right, so you don't want to over tighten these. I don't want to start stripping them, obviously. I just got this, but hopefully we can just zoom in and I can show you. So, come on, you can do this, camera. Come on, camera. There's no reason to be shy here. You know, you could focus. Jesus, bro, come on. Whatever. Okay, so you can see 3 screws, and then that's it. It's solid. All right, on to the next one. The heavy strut. That's what it looks like. And basically, this is the side that you want to line up like this. So this is the GPU in 3-slot mode, and your motherboard standoffs essentially will go right here. Your power supply is going to go right here, and that was wrong. Take that back. Okay, this is how it is. So look, motherboard goes on this side, GPU goes on the right, obviously. What you're gonna have is the standoffs go here and here, and then we're gonna put the power supply bracket right here. So I'm gonna do that right now so you can see it. Alright, so look, these are the small PCIe, I mean my bad, not PCIe. These are the small, oh wow, that is a little bit longer. Oh shit, well that is tricky. Those are probably the riser ones, and these are the motherboards. Okay, so I did exactly what I said not to do. Don't use a longer thread than you're supposed to for the hole. That's why I wasn't going in, and that's what I did. Perfect. That's, don't do that. These two most likely are going to be for, you know what, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure the GPU standoffs are these for the riser cable, so I have no idea. One thing I do know is most likely the smaller little standoffs are going to be used for the motherboard. That's what they usually are. So if I'm correct, this should go quite easily into this. Yeah, you can see it over there. Okay, so just like this, screw it in. Nah, it wasn't as rough as the other one, so it's not that big a deal. It's not like I broke it. It's gonna be funny if I have to contact Wahaha because I messed this up. Okay, well this one's tighter. This one I used a longer one, so I have to tighten it all the way. It doesn't feel as tight. I mean, it just has a little. All right, hold on. No, it's tight. They're both fine. They're both fine. I think it's just a placebo. Okay, like this, and then we want to take this. This is the power supply bracket. I think it's the only wonky looking thing in here. I know that this is a version 1.1 update right here, that little cut for your power cables. I'm probably going to have to build this, and then I'm probably going to figure out that I built it for 120mm AIO format instead of 240, and then you'll see those corrections as well. Definitely don't think this is going to be a one take. So basically all you do is you take this. It looks weird because in the Ghost S1 it looks like this, and then you screw in the power supply like that. But in this, it actually goes upside down like this, which is really weird. And then the power supply screws onto this. It has to be wrong. It has to be wrong. Oh, you can have a flipped power supply. Yeah, that's also an option. Hold on. You have it like this, and you want to run flipped power supply. Okay, I see. I still can't access the cutout. Maybe you use standoffs to the power supply as well? We'll see. Alright, back again. So, like I said, this is the outside, this is the inside. You got this weird groove. So only way I can describe this is clean, and it's got the dip. So if the case is like this, right? This is the front of the case. You're gonna put this like this. Okay. At this moment, I don't know 100% if you take the small screws or the big screws to put it in. Like I said, for some reason nobody's clarifying this, and there isn't proper instructions online. I have no idea. So I'll try with the little screw first. Honestly, it's really highly unlikely that the little screw would fit. Let's see. No, the little screw is not going to fit. I think this is actually the opportunity to use the big screws. Okay, so we'll check this out. And actually, one second. I'm going to actually take the other part of this case, put it sideways. Shouldn't have done that. But hey, at least you know how high quality this is. I think the case is like 6 kg or 4 kg. I don't know. We'll see. I know my full build should be around, in the Ghost, this one was around 15.5 pounds or 17.5 pounds, or was it 14 pounds? It was around 15 pounds. Yes, it was around 15 pounds. Yeah, I remember that. So the top strut is obviously the heavier one. So that's this one. We're not putting that one there. These are the little ones. Like I said, front panel. It has this end right here. Goes to this end. And then the back panel right here. So let's line that up. Alright. Cool. Why is this all wobbly? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna hold it and then do it like that. Let's go. Big screw. Drop that in there. Screwdriver. Hey, good news. You are supposed to use the big screws for the struts when you're assembling the what's it called, the foundation of the case. So, little tidbit. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is an instruction manual for this online. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say what screws to use. I don't remember it. I pulled up the small form factor forum. Pulled it up. I didn't see it there, and somebody took photos. You know, because he was a test shipper, a tester, and his doesn't have it either. So I'm just going to assume, you know. that's that. Chill, bro. Just calm down. My God. That is the back of the case. Okay. I'm gonna install this strut as well. Okay. I'm gonna make that one. So this is the back. This is on, right? Yeah, it's about to cut off. Anyway, so you can see it before it cuts off. So this is the back, and you can see that dip. And what we want is to put this in, because it's the back. The front part of the case is the straight part, and the back part gets the dip. And there. Locks in. And I'm going to screw it in. Let's zoom in. And remember, long screw, as you can see. So I'm doing opposite ends right now. Then I'll go back and I'll do it properly. But I'm just trying to, you know, get this foundation in. Okay, so there you go. That's how it should be. Remember, I don't know if this is being picked up. It should be, yeah. Long screws. These are the a little bit longer. Okay. And when I installed the GPU swappable bracket, use the little one like this one. Okay, cool. Okay. Once again, remember the longer one. Drop it in there. Screw it in. This is being picked up, right? Oh, it's off camera. My bad, bro. Here you go. And once again, screw that in there. Okay. Yeah, and screw that one in there as well. So it's got a little bit of rattle because I don't have the top strut in. But as you can see, that's solid. And now this top strut, you know, I have not put the power supply little bracket on top of this. This is the motherboard riser bracket. So this gets dropped in like this, gets dropped in like this. Okay, so this is what should it look like. Motherboard goes there. Standoffs of the motherboard go here. The GPU 3 slot will go here. You see this is what I'm talking about. This is the front of the case, right? And then it goes straight. See how it's straight? And then dips. The dip is on the motherboard side. Alright, just making sure. Because remember, I said there's no this side is up. Here, let me just screw this in and then I'll bring it closer for you to see. Once again, for the frame, the struts, you're going to be using the longer screws. The little ones will not reach. Same thing on this side. Drop it in and there you go. Real quick, if this is really long, I will put timestamps and probably leave it how it is. But I will put timestamps to the parts where, you know, this is the next step and this is what you should do. Okay, but you can see this now, right? We're actual progress. This is literally just step 1. But this still has a little bit of rattle. I didn't screw it in entirely. But I'm just showing. So this is the frame, right? Motherboard, standoffs. You have the strut over here. Long screw, 1, 2. Once again, long screw at the top. 1, 2. Again on this end. 1, shine, 1, 2. So that's 6. 6 long screws. And now I'm going to tighten the ones that are rattling a bit. because I am pretty much 100% sure on this. So we're gonna tighten this. Tighten. Oof. That was a not good. That was a strip on this end. That's good. That's good. And same thing on this side. That's good. And that's good. I'm not sure where to cut off, but here. I basically just tightened the 6 screws that I just showed. So remember, one here at the top, one here at the other top, here, here, flipping a case, here, and there, that one. So listen, no rattle. I only did like a little bit of a not even a full rotation, maybe 25%, 50% of a rotation. Don't strip the screws. You don't need to. But yeah, just that was enough to, make it solid. Anyway, on to the next part. I'm gonna be installing the power supply bracket probably. All right. Okay. Once again, this is for the triple slot GPU. We're not doing that yet. We're doing the power supply first. Okay, so look, this is your frame. Right here, okay, you can see this. So you want to go right here, front of the case. So right there, top left. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the power supply bracket right there. So is this visible? Barely. Okay, so it looks like this. It's upside down. If you're used to building in the Ghost, the power supply bracket won't look like this. It goes like this. So you have 2 holes. You have 2 holes that line up here. And then there's a 3rd hole. Let's see if I can get this. There is a 3rd hole right there. So you'll put the power supply bracket like this along the edge. 2 screws go into the top strut and 1 to the front panel. So I'll do that now. Okay. And remember, little screws. Remember, little screws. These are the little screws. Okay. Come on, I don't want you to strip it. Stop. It went in sideways. I don't want to strip the screw. Come on, bro. Don't do this. Come on, screw. Come on, screw. Okay, we're good. Just went in like wrong. So this is the other one. It is sort of magnetic, not really fully. To usually get the threading properly, what I do is I put the screw in the screw hole, and then what I do is I just reverse it, screw it in backwards, even though it's not threaded, and then once it lines up properly, then I start tightening. There's got to be something wrong I'm doing here. I shouldn't be struggling this hard. It feels like I'm forcing my way into the thing, and I don't want to force my way into it. Oh, bro, come on. Okay. That one went in perfect, alright? See, otherwise I was doing some, nonsense. Okay, let's see if I can get this one perfect as well. Oh, there it is. Okay. Those two are imperfect. And now this last one at the front. I really hope you can see this. Actually, hold on. Do I screw a screw into there? I mean, it does line up. No, I don't think you do. No, why would you do that? There's something that's supposed to screw in from the front there. I would damage it. All right. Yeah. There is support that gets added here, but it's probably when you install the front panel to the front. Yeah, if I screw that in, that would have probably damaged it. Yeah. Look how tight that is. Come on, focus, camera. Oh my god, lighting. Right there. So basically I was going to try screwing in over here, just because the holes line up. So over here, power supply, screw. Power supply, screw. And over here, you can see that hole. And this is where the front panel goes. And over here is where the SSD bracket mount is. So I'll put that there. I'm not going to be installing an SSD in this build today, but I mean, when 4 terabyte SSDs are affordable, I mean, of course, why not? It's pretty amazing, that we could have solid state drives that big. Now, only if they were affordable. Okay, so we're back with a correction. So you do put a third screw for the power supply mount, like I just showed. I did use a big screw. This does not impede. This screw hole is not going to be used for the front panel. I just checked. The front panel has 3 screws. Obviously, I'll do it at the end of the build. Top and these 2 bottom ones. And when you line it up, come on, I can get the lighting for this. Zoom in. Okay, so look at that bottom screw right there. That obviously doesn't affect what we're talking about right here. Once again, bottom left screw right there. And this top screw, this is the 2 power supply hole. So, oh my god, these are the 2 screw holes for the power supply. Obviously we can't mount anything with this one. You can see black. This one, hole. So line this up. Okay, so it's lined up. So for the front panel, you would screw in here and there and there. So those 3 contact points. This for the power supply will not be effective. So what you're going to do is, what I'm going to do is going to try with a small screw. The small screw falls right in, and this is what it looks like. Front, small screw, drop it in, and it's like hidden away. Now we'll see if this reaches and goes through, otherwise I need to use the longer screw, which I just tried with. Oh, wow. It just barely works. If you tighten it with the short screw. I feel like I'm stripping it. Yeah, it feels, power supply feels pretty rigid. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Focus. Focus. Okay, there it is. So that's with the little screw, and you can see how deep it goes in. And on this end,
like I said, for the struts, same thing. I am going to zoom out, and then I'm going to tighten up the 2 power supply screws at the top left. So like this. Just tighten it. And this one. Tighten it. I'm just tightening it to the point where it feels like it's gonna strip. But yeah, now the power supply bracket feels as rigid as the rest of the case. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Okay, now to the actual PCIe bracket. Okay, we're back again. This is the SSD mounting bracket. So 2 screws, 2 screw holes, and it goes right at the front of the case right there. So you're going to put it just like this. It doesn't go all the way, because as you can see the holes don't line up. You move it a little bit to the edge. I'm definitely messing this up. Okay, there you go. So it's got a little bit of a gap, as you can see, to mount the SSD. Oh, there you can see it. Can you see both holes? Yep. Come on, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna try mounting these. I'm gonna try the little screws first. And we'll see if it needs the big screws. That wasn't too good. We'll try it again. Like I said, with the little screws. Little screws don't work at all. We're gonna try with the big screw. Yeah, little screw definitely is not working. Okay. So, big screw. Drop in the hole. Line it up. Now let's try screwing in one of them. And okay, yeah, it's holding in place. Made contact. All right, let's drop the little screw over there. And let me grab another big screw. 1 second. And let's drop that in there. Okay. Okay. That's pretty tight. This is what it looks like. Let's zoom in. That's the SSD bracket. This is what the 2 screws look like. The lighting should highlight what they look like. This is how much they stick out on the back. Let's see, can you see that? A little bit. Yeah, you can. Anyway, so yeah, that's the SSD bracket. Now we can reach the PCIe bracket and actually start, building the case. All right, so for a triple slot GPU, you're going to use this PCIe or PCIe bracket, the retention bracket. You put this on, and it holds the GPU bracket in place. Okay, and you can see, this fits for a 3 slot. Now, if you were using the 2 slot one, this is what it would look like. And it only takes up 1 screw to cover the light. And it only covers up 1 screw hole. So We're going to be using the triple slot configuration, and it does not say what screws we use. I have no idea once we start using these screws. Lighting. This is the one that I referred to as the Saturn screw. It's got that little ring, you know, like Saturn. And then, once again, these are the screws that are most likely for the power supply. They're huge. Okay. Put this back over here. So we will try with the little screws, because I believe those are the correct screws. Come on, line up with the hole. Cool. So it is the little screws. And those line up perfectly. And that's what that looks like. Okay. Is there movement? I feel like this GPU plate had some movement. Let's tighten all of them. Unless I'm missing a screw. Maybe I am missing a screw to put into the GPU plating. Doesn't look like it though. No. Because if you look at it from here, you're supposed to screw like these big holes. That means you screw in them. And on this end of the GPU, I screwed in there, and nothing over here. And then the last one is over here. So, no. I'm going to be screwing, oh my god. We're going to be screwing in the front. So, right here, grab it, slide it into place, and there's pretty much only one screw in the front that you screw in, so it goes right there. I'm pretty sure it is the long screw, just making sure, and yeah. The little screw did not work for this front panel, so we're going to be trying with the bigger screw. It couldn't even get a grip. I'm really hoping this is actually screwing in. It did go in, right? Yeah, it's in. One second. Okay, yeah, that's tight. Alright, so there is still a bit of rattle, but I'm pretty sure I can screw in here and there. Yep, you can definitely anchor. From the top there is no rattle. We're getting there. Okay. So this is to support PCIe riser cable. Oh. You're gonna move the case here. So what you do first is you take the little standoffs and you screw it into the bottom. So like this. You just screw it by hand, obviously.
bottom ones.
You see that right? The bottom ones. What you're going to be doing is you're going to add the riser cable, and it screws in over here. So 1 second.
Okay. I'm not sure what this 3M adhesive tape is for. I have no idea why it came with the case. I know the O-ring for the power button, you know, that will go around it when you attach it. But I have no idea why the other thing is there. This is a nice riser cable actually. It's not bad. So this is what you do. You take this on. Now look, the end with the PCIe lock on the left side. So I'm going to drop this in here like this. And let's see. They line up like that. I'm pretty sure I dropped the where the little screws go through it. We will see.
1 second.
Okay, so look, all I've done. Remember, attach the standoffs for the PCIe riser cable like this. Now I'm flipping it over. Okay, flip it over. This is the riser cable. Remember, I said the lock is on the left side, so we're flipping it over now, right? It's on the right side. And what you do, remember, this is also flipped over. So you're going to line this up over here. And what you do is you put this riser cable over these two holes. So I'm going to screw it in, and then I'm going to zoom in and show you, rather than trying to zoom in and then screw it in, and then, you know, it doesn't screw in. So 1 second. Well, I'll let you know one thing that's really annoying. If you don't have a magnetic screwdriver at this point, you're really going to hate yourself. Maybe I should have done this without screwing in the standoffs first. Maybe that would have helped. It's all good. As long as I can get a little point of contact, we're good. Come on, just a little point of contact. You're good, bro. Did I miss it completely? Of course I did. Okay. Got 1 second. You are using the Saturn rings for this. Alright, great. That one went in. And remember, another Saturn looking ring screw. And drop that in there. Okay. I'll show you what it looks like now. I'll zoom in. That's the riser cable, and that's what the little Saturn looking ring screw looks like. Just that one feels tight. And then the same thing on this end. See if I can get it lined up properly. Come on, there you go.
Yeah, it feels tight. And same thing on this one. I'm not stripping the screws, I'm just going as tight as I can. Without stripping it, obviously. I just want it to be tight. Okay. So, you can see it now, right? Yep. There it is. The Saturn looking screw with the ring. Come on. You got this, camera? Saturn looking screw with the ring. And on this side, the two smaller standoffs. Now time to install the bigger part for the 3-slot GPUs on the other side. Alright, we're going to finish up the riser cable, and then I'm going to do how to show you how to put the the fans on top. It's crazy it's taking me this long to just build the case. I know how to build the PC part, that part's easy, but like, it's kind of crazy. It's fine. Alright, so what you're going to do is take the riser cable, and you actually don't put it like this. You're actually supposed to put it below it, and then it goes right behind the motherboard, actually. So what we're going to do is, actually I want to leave it like that. What I want to do is now attach the standoff. So the standoff will go into, I believe, should be on the opposite end of the standoff. Now I'm second guessing myself. Is it the outermost edge? I believe it is the outermost edge. Okay, let's zoom in. Outermost edge. Okay, I'm back. I checked 3 times. Check 3 times if I'm doing something wrong. So I looked at this one guy who did the build. I have no idea what his name is. I don't know. It's in Mandarin. It's in Chinese. I don't know. So basically, he installed the riser cable like this. So how I showed you, the screws like this. Optimum installed the riser cable over here. I've seen 3 people online now that have actually only used 1 standoff. I have 2 standoffs. This works. So what I'm going based off for this double standoff, right, for a triple slot GPU, is it's not necessarily a build guide, but if you go into the first page of the small form factor, FormD T1 forum, right, basically he has a little GIF where he shows you the animation of all the parts coming out and coming back in, all the parts coming out, coming back in, and you can clearly see here, let me see if I can show it to you guys. My screen's brightness is really low, and I think I have flux on, so it's gonna look terrible, but you can still see it, right? Okay, so look at the visualization. You see how there's 2 standoffs? This is a case, 120mm radiator, and 3-slot GPU mode. So you can see that triple slot, and where is it? Actually, hold on. No, that's the bracket for 240. Okay, so this is basically how you'd set it up if you wanted to have a triple slot GPU and you wanted a 240mm AIO, and then you could throw 2 slim fans on top, whatever you want to try. We'll see what we can shove in here, but usually the limit's about a 27mm radiator. So basically what you do is you attach those 2 standoffs to that bracket over there. Remember that strut? 1, 2, those 2 light struts are the same. The heavy strut that weighs like 6 times one of these. And you'll screw it in over here. And then you'll attach the 2 standoffs for the PCIe support. The riser cable attaches onto this, and that's the support for the riser cable. Okay, 1 screw over here, 2 screws over here. I tested it with a small screw, it'll fit. I'm going to use the long screws just for extra support because it goes in further. Alright, so that's the animation. This is the closest thing you have. That's official. All right. Going back to this. But that was nice that I checked, because even if you use one person's thing, they're still kind of guessing because there isn't like official instructions. It's like, it's not like buying a ghost, you know, and it's already built for you, and you're pretty much like, oh, okay, so now I put my parts in. Like, no, there's some solid effort that went into this. The ghost is a lot easier to build, even when you dismantle it. There's literally only 3 screws on each side, holding half the spine together on this side, half the spine together on this side, and then that's it. Front panel, back panel, 3 screws, 3 screws. Yeah, I'm not sure where it cut off, but basically, I was looking online, you know, this is the official way to do it. I showed you the animation from Wahaha. Basically, what I was talking about afterwards when it cut off was I was comparing this to the Ghost, and the Ghost has 3 screws for the spine here, 1, 2, 3, and you have 3 screws on the other side for the spine, 1, 2, 3, and then essentially you can take it off, and then front and back panels off, and then you just have the spine. It's very easy to build in. Probably after I've built 1 or 2 of these, then I can do it like fast, right? But for now, we don't know what official is. We don't know what the perfect way to do it is, because I've just checked that 3 people have all installed their GPU PCIe riser support bracket differently, right? Nobody used the double standoff, but it says it shows it in the official little animation. And then, like I said, Optimum didn't do it like this. The China dude did do it like this. I'm not sure if he's. I just know that he's one of the people who posts on Chip Hill. Maybe I'll use Google Translate and I'll figure out what the name is. Even the what's it called? The YouTube username isn't even in characters I can pronounce. But if you look up FormD T1, he's the one who copied Fabio's build, and he had an AMD CPU, AMD GPU. I believe he had a Navi, and then did he have a Vega and a Radeon 7? I think it was that, yeah. So double GPU, CPU, GPU on a loop. He did the blue hard light tubing loop, and then he had the GPU on air. Okay. Anyway, you get the point. Story time's over. So we're going to install this. You do not put it like this. You put it underneath. I am going to take the big screws. Oh, hold on. I'm actually going to move this back because I moved the screws last time. Should be still visible, right? Yeah, it's still visible. Ooh. Ooh. What's that? God, please, no. Wow, look at that. I already scratched it. Literally just by accidentally lifting it up like that. That was beautiful. Okay, so don't do that. Otherwise you'll be very salt like I am. Alright, so we're gonna take 2 long screws. Okay, this is here. Grab this. Attach this to this. Oh God. Bro, you can't even attach both. You literally can't even attach both. Why does it show that in the animation if you can't attach both? There's no hole. It looks like it lines up. It doesn't even line up. If I line it up with this hole's over here, so it doesn't line up. So if I use this hole and this hole, it lines up. But I have to use these for mounting the brackets for the fan. So if I mount these like this, what side goes on what side? Hold on.
Okay, this is definitely for the other side. 1 second. So if I mount this like this, right? So this is for the 240 millimeter rod, okay. And then if I mounted standoff, okay, hold on. I can still make this work. Do I need a big screw or a small screw? Small screw should work for this. I don't need a big screw for the radiator. So 1 second, I'm just gonna be mounting this, and I'll let you know. Okay, so that's it.
Alright, so look, this is the bracket for the 240. You just attach it like this, and like this. So you can see one contact point, the other contact point, and the other contact point right there. You can just use the small screws and it will fit perfectly fine. So let's drop in right here. Okay, that one's in. What are you doing, screw? What are you doing? Just behave. Okay. There you go, that one's in. And this last one. Come on. Oof. That one is definitely not aligned. Okay. There. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Okay. Solid, right? Solid. These are good. Let's check this end. Solid. Nice. Okay, they're all tight. Okay. So the difficulty here was basically, I'm still gonna try it like this because you put this behind the motherboard and then fold it. So I'm gonna put this like this, and then this lines up over here. Here, 1 second. I'll fold it again, but for now I just wanna give it some support so it's not dangling. Well, there really is no way to get this second PCIe extension to connect. If I move it over, it doesn't attach to the wall. Why does it show it like that? That's so weird. There's no way for it to attach. But yet in the animation it shows that you can attach both. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, 1 second. I'll show you. Yeah, you can see that. Zoom in. Okay, so if I zoom in, let's see if I can move this over here like this. That's a little bit too close. Alright, that's fine. Okay, look. So when you have it like this, and you line up this with this hole, it fits perfectly. So let's look at it. Can you see it, please? Okay, here I'm just gonna put it like this. When you look at it below, you can see where the screw hole lines up, and the one is over. If you look at the holes, there is no other hole over here. If you look at the holes on this one, there is another port right there, little screw hole. So technically, I could move it over, but then I would be using this screw hole.
And does that one penetrate? It does.
But see, the thing is, even if I made those two connect, okay, I just want to point out that I did miss this for the back of the GPU. So basically, it locks on over here, and then you attach to this, and it's got two holes. And basically, you push that into the indentation. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to point at my angle to get this to work. Yeah, so basically, you push this in. There. And then just screw in. So you're actually supposed to screw this in from the inside of the case, which is weird because when you're going to be installing the GPU and adjusting it, it's kind of hard to do that. So anyway, yeah. But it helped add support. You only put 2 screws in from the outside, like the ones I showed you, and there's 5 for the inside. So this one. And that works perfectly with the small screw. Grab another small screw. There's 2 holes, but there should only be 1 point where I can mount it, so let me just double check. It's the top hole. Bottom hole won't do anything. Drop that. And same thing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to undo this once I install the GPU, but I would prefer all the parts that I need for the case to be installed, and when I start building it, you know, like the actual PC and not the case, then we can start. I'm going through the actual manual that's available as of now on the forum website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is 6? I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Struts. 1, 2. Struts are 2. There's 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Would this be 6? The standoff screw? 2 line up right here. 1 right here. 1 over there. Another one over here. Another one over there. Okay, yeah, that does work. So if you only did put 1 screw right here for the standoff, that would work. And then same thing on the other side. SSD mount is fine. That part's easy. I'm not putting in the power supply till the end. I don't want to break it. Okay, yeah. In the official manual, you only install 1 PCIe support bracket. That's weird. I don't know. That's super weird. Here, I'll zoom in, I'll show you. So if you look at this, you see it? You only install it from one side. So just like that, and just like that. Does it show the 3-slot variation? No, it doesn't, of course not. And then that's the end of it. This is from April 1st, 2020. Yes, April 1st, 2020, yeah. So, yeah, I guess I'll just mount it like that. So I'm going to be removing one of these and just be mounting it just like how Optimum and the 2 other dudes I was talking about that did it wrong, but that's weird. Because Wahaha posted that official animation as of July 30th, so I would assume, you know, it being around almost 4 months newer, it would be updated, and this would be for the T1 version 1 rather than version 1.1. Whatever, it's fine, but that's how it is. So if you guys are as confused as I was, this is literally for you. So at least there's something, so not everybody is as lost as I am. Alright, so I'm going to put the long screw through here. And I'm going to probably use the short screw on this end right here. So there's a long screw. Line this up. Alright, cool.
Make contact.
Okay, dude. Okay, let's tighten that up. And small screw over here.
Let's see. Does this line up?
It does perfectly great. Maybe I should use the big screw for this. I mean, it's after all supporting a GPU. The other things didn't require much weight. Like the fans and stuff, like that doesn't matter. I don't think they need the long screws. But this one, you definitely use the long screw if it lets you. And it lets you. Okay, so use the long screw for the you know, the GPU part that I just referred to. One second. I'm just gonna screw in the standoff as well, and then I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. Okay, it's tight. Okay, look. So this part right here, that's where it connects. See that? Connects right there. And then that screw, it goes in. Can you see that? Come on, lighting, don't fail me. You know what? No, we're not doing that. Here, look. I got a flashlight. Look. Come on. All right, you get it. That's where the screw goes, right there. Okay. So you're not supposed to put the riser like this. I'm just supporting it. You actually fold it underneath, and then I'm gonna have to fold it again. The whole point was not to fold it, but I'm gonna have to fold it. I just realized. BRB. Alright, so I'm not going to be removing it that way that I just showed you. What I'm actually going to be doing is just unscrewing the riser cable itself. Got the little extension, so I'm going to go in here. It's got a nice groove, so you can, you know, actually unscrew the riser cable. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it, because why else would there be a groove there for you to reach in with your screwdriver? Yeah, let's just grab this out of here. Come on, drop the screw, bro. You know what? We'll leave it in there. It's fine. Move this down. Move this like this. this inside where it's supposed to be. Let's see if I can get this holes lined up perfectly. Don't move. Don't move. Come on. I truly am blessed. Oh my god, it actually worked. Okay. Just making sure it's equal. We don't want this riser cable to be, you know, off by 0.5 degrees. We want it perfect. Pushing down on it from both ends. Loosening it up. Tie it on this side. On this side. It seems like a joke, but if your riser cable isn't perfect, like the riser cable does come perfect when you get a Ghost S1 because the case is already built, unless somebody messed it up. But they're getting much better with their quality control. You might have alignment issues with your DisplayPort and your HDMI's and everything on the back, so you want to make sure that the riser is perfectly balanced. I had that issue, so it was off by a little bit, and then when you try to close, like, you know, their PCIe bracket, like retention bracket, you know, when you try to screw it into place, it was off by a little bit, like this much, so I couldn't make it completely flat. And then when you can't make that completely flat, there's this thing at the top that makes the top grill not go down all the way. You know, have like this weird part where like it looks like it sticks up because that whatever that they use to hold it in place at the top, it like pushes up a little bit. So basically your grill will look weird. Like it'll be like all corners are flat and then one end is up. It's like you had a desk with 4 legs or a chair with 4 legs and then one is half a centimeter or like a whole centimeter smaller, and then it just, you know, it does that tip over thing. Okay, so we're almost there. We really are almost there. I'm gonna let the riser cable rest now. This is only if you're gonna be running a flipped power supply. So I don't know if I'm gonna be running a flipped power supply yet. I haven't built in this yet. The irony is after I'm gonna build in this, and then we'll realize where I messed up. So yeah, we'll see that soon. 120mm AIO stuff. 2 slot. I don't need that. Zip ties. I don't need that yet. Screwing in the feet for the fan. I'm screwing in the feet. Oh wow! I only have 4 little screws left. Wow. Wow. Actually, hold on. Can I use the Saturn rings on the feet, or do I have to use the little screws? Damn, bro. I think you might have to use little screws. Holy shit, if that's the case, then I probably messed up. No, you can use Saturn ring screws. Because I'm pretty sure you have to use the 4 little screws for the top and the bottom panels. Alright, we'll continue with the rest of this. Alright, so basically I'm just installing the feet. I'm going 3 down horizontally, 2 down vertically. And if you want to copy that orientation, be my guest. There's no really perfect way to install feet. It's just, you know, however you want to do it. If you want it at the edges, If I don't like it like this, I'll move it. I used to use hi-fi feet, I believe they were called, HIFIFEET. They were like speaker feet for my Ghost S1. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it probably in like you know, one of the videos. Probably the direct die one. That one was obvious. But yeah, the stock Ghost feet are fine. A lot of people say they fall off, and they really only fall off if you you know, throw it in a backpack and stuff. Otherwise, it's not really gonna fall off. The only reason why they were annoying is I'm probably gonna have the same issue with this. Is the case gets kind of heavy. Like I said, it's like 15, 20, whatever, 17 pounds. Probably when I do a custom lube, it might be heavier with more water. I have no idea. So when you're gently lowering it onto the table, notice how like right now with the feet, it would crush my fingers. So you have to hold it from the sides, and then I wouldn't screw in the side panels, so the shit would just slide and fall. So I would have to gently hold it, carry it, and then lower it like that. And the feet were too small, it crushed my fingers. So it was annoying. With this, I would obviously screw in the panels. Yeah, I would definitely screw in the panels. So, yeah. I'm really excited for this one guy who posted online about how he got his T1, and he's gonna go get it Cerakoted in blue titanium. That is the exact color I wanted to get it. Blue titanium. So if I can actually get that done, you know, I don't know if it's possible for $60. If it's possible for 80, I mean that would be nice. If it's possible for 100, you know, you got to think about it. But if it's for 200, then you go nah. Unless you really want it, like, and you love the case, you know, then be my guest. I mean, that's on you. It's custom. I mean, who can tell you otherwise? I just want the you know, the pandemic to get better before I have to go to a gun shop, and then, you know, hey, can I get a Cerakote? Oh my god, can I get a Cerakote paint job on my PC case? Guy's probably gonna look at me like I'm absolutely insane, but yeah, you know what would be really cool? If one of you guys did the same thing, and you actually lived in my area. That would be really cool. Actually, the coolest thing would be if the shop owner actually ordered this case and he was doing it for himself as well. That would be the coolest thing ever. So yeah, this is with the case feet. It does the feet crush thing that I said with my fingers. Here, I'm just gonna put both of the panels on, top and bottom. I'm gonna show you how I'm running it. So obviously, you know, the correct way would be put the silver with the silver and the black with the black. I don't like that look. I want two-tone. Two-tone of the two-tone. So we're gonna take this, pop it like this, flip it over. Come on, you got this. Pop it like this, like that. And I don't have the mesh side panels on yet, but look. That's how it's gonna look. Silver on top, black on the bottom with the feet. I like it. I like it. I like how that looks. I like. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I looked at the manual. I don't think I have to do literally anything else. I mean, maybe you install the power button. I'll probably do that at the end. I just don't want to risk breaking it because my P-Slate power cable will not fit. I mean, it'll fit, you know, like on the side or something, but not like, you know, properly. So I don't want to risk it. And then for this, don't need it for now. Still have no idea what this 3M adhesive is for. No idea. Nope, still no idea. Yeah, I can start installing my components. As you can see, the 4 screws for your motherboard
riser. Can I install my motherboard like this? I might have to remove this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna do two things. One, I missed this one screw, so I'm gonna show you now. You're supposed to put two screws in here, and they both will hold the 3-slot or 2-slot configuration, that little plate for your GPU. So 5 screws on the back, and then 2 up here, and then 2 over here. Well, one is for the, the support bracket for the GPU. But yeah, the other one was for that plate. I did take one of the little screws from here, and I have only 4 little screws, which I'm assuming that I'll use for the top and bottom panel. The other thing that I didn't really mess up, but it's not how I want it, is basically I installed the bracket for 2 120mm fans. So here are 2 slim 120mm fans. So if I did mount these, which I'm not obviously, because I'm mounting a 240mm rad, it would go like this, and then I could just mount the rad honestly just like this, and then put the 2 slim fans on top, call it a day. I could call it a day, but I want to try putting in a 25mm fan with 1 slim fan, or plus ultra, and essentially try the 120mm 25mm thick fan over here above the power supply, and I have to flip the power supply, which I will also have to do again, and then I'm going to see if I can have the 25mm fan here, radiator all the way to the edge, power supply flipped, and then barely just enough room, and then 2 slim fans on top. So basically you can run that with a 22mm rad, the XSPC TX240 rad, but if you wanted to run that configuration with a 27mm AIO, I mean, good luck. I don't think anybody's tried it, so we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, I wasted my time, but at least you didn't waste yours. So to wrap this all up, I am going to be finishing this, flipping the power supply to the flip position, and then I'm going to be installing, like I said, the 120mm bracket, so only half of it, and that's pretty much it. And then from there I'm gonna show you how the case is, and then that will be all one video, me building the case for an eternity. After that I'll make it separate for me building the PC, otherwise it would be absolutely way too long. But thank you. And let's turn the lights back to white because it's on flux mode right now. I want it to be consistent with the rest of the video. So what are we doing? Same thing I said last time. I obviously took a break, as you could tell. I'm going to be replacing this power supply bracket, make it flipped, so when the hot air exits the case, it exits through the fans and the radiator rather than it blowing down. And then for this top bracket, it is perfectly fine if you're going to use a 240mm AIO, and you're going to mount the rad this way, and then you're going to have 2 slim fans on top. Honestly, I think that would perform just fine. It's just that I said I wanted to try out a 25mm fan above the PSU and the 15mm fan, and then if I can fit the 15mm, so the plan is to shove the rad, same thing actually. So essentially it's going to be the radiator will be along this base, the fan will hang down, and from there, if I can stack another 2 fans on top of it and have push pill with a 240mm AIO, I'm still going to be going for a custom loop eventually. It's just waiting for new graphics cards like most of you guys. So yeah, I mean, I'll just get it started. I can't really find anything online about how to install flip power supply, so I'm looking at
Oh, hold on. This channel actually has a name. It's Suming Lee. SUMINGLI. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, so it's just all the titles are in words I don't know. And then it says FormD T1. But that's his channel. Yep. Most people recommended the flipped power supply layout. A lot of people posted their builds, so that was nice. I'm glad people are enjoying their case. Definitely makes it feel like I'm the only guy struggling to build this. It's funny. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other people out there. I'm sure there'll be more people that make build guides and stuff. It'll help everybody out, you know? Community, all that. Did I mess up? I unscrewed the front panel, my bad. Okay. Now I know what I did. I remember I screwed in that front panel. And now I have no way to remove that other screw that I put there. Well, let's see if this can come off. Nope, that's screwed in pretty well. Okay, big screws out. I don't want this riser cable bending, but it's bending a lot more than I want it to. And okay, this power supply. I had that one screw over here on the front, remember? Remember I showed you guys right there. I also went and ate dinner, so that's probably why my brains are working better. Okay, so that's the front panel. And now I'm just going to attempt to essentially just flip it. Yeah, I think the lighting's fine. Even if I stand over here, the shadow's over here. So I'll just stand over here and point because it's in, you know, full view. So basically how you mount this is like this. You put the U over here. It goes like this. But the thing is the U is meant for the cutout for the AIO tubing and flipped to go underneath. So if there's tubing right here, it goes underneath. So the thing that I'm confused about is you're supposed to mount it like this. I could mount it like this because it's upside down. No, video stopped recording. So this is what the normal orientation is, right? And what you basically do is you want to flip it, right? Flip the power supply. So what you're going to do is attach the U shape. I guess. Definitely feel like this is wrong, but hold on. If I flip the power supply like this, it's still in the front rather than flipping it like that. I screw in the mounting points right here. Hold it in place. Right? Does that seem right? I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. And then, you know what I could do? Hold on. I looked online, I really didn't find anything. It'd be great if I could find a source, bro. But I didn't. So here I am, playing origami with my T1. See, my conclusion was this. If you're gonna try a flipped PSU, when it mounts regularly, it mounts like this. Yeah, it mounts like this. A flipped PSU. I'm thinking Actually, is this even flipped? Think about it. If this screws in like this, and then this is the rounded part, right? Is this the round? No, this is the rounded. Front part's rounded. And this mounts like. Come on, bro. This mounts like this. What screws do I have to hold this in place? If I put it like this, right? I screw it through with long screws, and then you mount it like this, right? So it's behind the back, and then. Come on, brain. I think I'm not flipping it. I'm just moving it down. Oh man. How the hell do I flip it then? If I go like this, does this work? No, that doesn't work. Is there a way if I flip this and this, I can get this to work? No, it doesn't work at all either. Maybe if you put it like this, and you put this like this. No, that's not it. Here we go. Well, I'll be right back. Do some more research and hopefully I can figure out how to mount a flipped power supply properly to let you guys know. Alright, this is how I think you run a flipped PSU. You'll screw in maybe 2 little screws up there, and you'll use, another 2 little screws right here. To mount the PSU, it has to be in this weird format, and then the screws go down like this. So a flipped PSU. My bad. That was completely wrong. I keep thinking of the ghost one. No, the PSU, the top goes here and the switch would be here, and the fan blows up and the wires would go down. And I'll just show you. You know what's funny? Now that I've recorded this video and I've noticed that me trying to explain this has actually confused me more. If I just did it and then explained what I did, it would actually be a lot easier. It's funny how that works. It's hilarious, actually. I thought about buying that electric magnetic screwdriver. It's pretty cool. The starts with W. It's not iFixit. It's just something, but you guys have seen it. It's pretty cool. I thought it was a Xiaomi, that's why I called it before. Xiaomi always makes those cool things, like the Mi Band and all those. They're pretty cool. Anyway, so question is, will the flipped PSU mounting bracket mount like this on the front? Honestly, see, in the video I saw from the other guy, it mounted on the back. I don't know how I would get it to mount like that. Would I just mount it like this, and then like that? You know what? That could work. If you mount it like this from the back, and then the flat side is like this, and you put it like this through here. That could work. It would still be flat. Because right now, I'm worried if this is causing it to rise a little bit too high. Think. Let's try it out. If I'm wrong, we do it again. It's not like I have anything better to do, right? Of course not. Trying to zoom in on people's photos online, but unfortunately there's nothing. They talk about how they have a flip PSU, and they're like, yep, it's possible, but I don't have any step by step. There's nothing. Honestly, bro, these kids are just better at Legos than I am. Okay. Video cutoff. So this configuration will be for anybody that wants a 240 millimeter AIO and a flipped PSU and a 3-slot GPU. Basically, the most optimal way you could run this with off-the-shelf parts. A 120 millimeter AIO is fine. It's just, you know, if you can fit a 240 and run the fans lower, fit a 240 and run the fans lower. Two slim fans on a 240 is still better than a 120 and another 25 mil fan, because we can add a 100. I'm gonna add a 92 millimeter fan for my CPU block, CPU water block for VRMs and my M.2. My M.2 and my motherboard VRMs are connected to the same heatsink with a heat pipe, so most likely what I'm gonna do, even if I do that airflow idea that I told you, I'm most likely going to be ordering a Strix B550i board if that has a heatsink for both the M.2s on the front, just like Z490i. I have two terabyte 970 Samsung Evo Pluses, and they run hot. And I don't want my back drive with a copper heatsink to be running like 70, 80C on the controller, because it's right next to the GPU. I don't have the GPU water cooled yet. I'm most likely not going to change this configuration. Honestly, I was thinking about getting this case Cerakoted, but gonna be honest, building this is an absolute pain. I mean, I'll be happy if this is done, but like, oh my god, I feel the same way like when I built my Ghost for the first time. Like, I don't want to do that again. And I'm most likely just going to order another T1 and then get that Cerakoted. They can take their time, and then if I like it, then I will, you know, move my build into that. What I might do actually is, when I have to build a new build entirely, that's when I'll probably do it, and then build my new build in that case. I plan on switching to Intel, Zen 3, so I have time. And then the new graphics cards, I want to do a loop, so I have time. The power supply goes like this. If I put it on the other side, oh, what is this? That rotated. That's for the quarter thread fitting. So if I put this on this side, it would interfere with the GPU, right? Let's see how that lines up. Yeah, if I put it on the other side, it interferes with the GPU. So it's fine. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at. So if you look at this, right? You see how that lines up?
if I put that power supply bracket behind instead of forward like I did, see that? It's on this side, mounted on the front side of the spine. Look on the back, see that? So it's not interfering. Imagine I put it back, like, what is that, half a centimeter? Then that would interfere with the GPU, it looks like. Look at the riser. See? So that's probably the correct orientation. By the way, if you're just holding the T1's frame, it's pretty solid and it's very light. It's very light, actually. I'm still trying to understand how the case was so heavy when I took it out. It's probably the mesh side panels. Those mesh side panels are very heavy, but this is very light. It's very light. It's a really nice case. Part of me just wants to do the 240mm AIO with the 2 slim fans on top. That's how Optimum did it. It's very easy to maintain. Just, you don't even gotta screw the fans in, just take them out. But I said I was gonna try the 25mm fan with the 215s on top and see if I can make it work. I already have the custom cables unsleeved as well, so we're gonna keep trying. So I got a package. I ordered 25 M3X 20mm 6-32 20mm screws. Basically they are the screws that you need to mount these slim fans onto the what is it called? The 240mm rad. So yeah, I actually do have these two in Chromax as well, but I think the brown, which you can't tell from the side they just look like cream. They look very nice and they go very nice with silver. I had a limestone ghost, so yeah, it has a nice look. So I'm not really too obsessed with the Chromax. I might sell them because honestly, who cares? The brown used to bother me before, not anymore. So, man oh man, bro, I don't want to do it twice. Don't want to do it twice. Man oh man. See, Fabio already said if you mount a 240mm rad, he said it's quieter if you have just the rad like this and the 2 fans on top, and then the 2 fans actually sucking heat off the radiator and blowing up is actually quieter than putting a fan right above the motherboard. It's just I can put the bigger fan there, and the bigger fan, 25mm fan, has twice the static pressure as one slim Chromax fan, or one slim NFA 12X15 fan. I mean, I also have custom cables, and I already flipped the PSU. Yeah, honestly, everybody should flip the PSU anyway, regardless, just because the PSU's fan sucks in air this way. I'll have another fan, like I said, right above my CPU block right here. Sucking fan out of the case as well. Sucking air out of the case. Hold on. Now that I think about it, I have no idea how the heck, what's his name, mounted this. Fabio mounted this short bracket onto the side and mounted a 120mm fan. Okay, I've decided that I'm going to try mounting the 240 rad with the 2 fan bracket. Honestly, I have no idea how it wouldn't work. If you look at it, so you have the case, right, and then you can put 2 fans here, 2 fans here, NFA X25s, right, But the thing is, if you mount the rad right here and the tubes for the AIO go there, you could still mount the 25mm fan from below. And you have more holes to adhere the radiator to the case, you know, and the fans to the case. So you can mount it like that and it holds in tight place right there. I would screw in the rad as well up here, just no fan. And then you could just put 2 fans up top. I mean, maybe the top doesn't fit, but the point is, like, you could still make that work. I don't see how this won't work. I don't know why you would have to use the half bracket. That makes no sense. If I use the half bracket, right, this goes along here, right? If I use the half bracket like this, right, and then I use the half bracket like this, so it's only a half bracket. Like this and this. The radiator is adhered here with a slim fan, and then you can put the whole 25mm fan here, but then the radiator has nothing to support itself. It's just held on by this one spot. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine with that. I think that's kind of stupid. Another thing nobody asked for. I put 2 NFA 15 fans with the 2 25mm fan mounts, and look at how close it is to the flip PSU configuration. Watch this. See that? Barely touches. Just enough clearance, bro. That's insane. Look at that clearance. If I move it to the side, it'll scratch. I mean, not that I would stack 2 of these, but the point is, if I'm going to put a 240mm AIO, right? Think about this. If you put a 240mm AIO on top here, and then I put 2 slim fans on top, how would this not fit? Like, I don't get it. Like, what difference does it make if I put a 25mm fan here and a 15mm fan here, and then the rad on top? The 25mm fan, its clearance is only because of the power cables. How can I not make this work? And I'm confused. Why would I use the other method of mounting, of where it's just you only mount the rad on half? My bad. You're only mounted on this side, 1, 2, and then the radiator's held in place, and then the 25mm fan is just hanging off of it, and there's nothing supporting the rad's weight over here, and I shove 2 fans on top. Like, it's not like, oh, this one side is here and then I can push more on that side. Like, that makes no sense. I don't get why I would use these. Like, I don't get why everybody's using these. Like, I'm looking online, I don't get it. What do I not see? I don't get this. Why would I use... how the hell do you even mount? What is even the point of that shit? I don't get it. I really don't understand. By the way, most of the video was me going, there's no instruction manual, There's no updated instruction manual, correction. I started going through the post history in the forum, and I checked out instruction manual 1 from February. I checked out instruction manual work in progress 2 from, I believe, March or April, whatever I said. But I scrolled on the front page of the forum, and those helped. Those helped, actually. They helped a lot. So they show the screw sizes in there, so definitely look at that. Regardless, this should help, because, you know, honestly, there was this guy named Midget TV or something. I forgot what his channel was, but he basically showed you his build was kind of bad, but like that made me feel like the speed bump or the initial barrier to entry wasn't that high, because he built the whole Ghost. Took him like a 2-hour 30-minute live stream, and then he ended up bending the Noctua L12S the wrong direction, so he unbent it, made sure it was proper, and then bent it again, or the fan was the wrong way, something like that. But the point was, I was like, wow, like, he did that, didn't break, it worked, everything was fine. So it's simple, it's not that big a deal. So I was really grateful for that, honestly. Otherwise I was really scared. I was like, oh no, you know, I can't do this. But that was nice. My intention is the same with this. It's not supposed to be some 15-minute, you know, perfect how-to, like Optimum Tech's video or somebody. It's literally just, hi, you're, you know, my buddy, you know, whoever. This is, you know, how I did it. It's if you were like actually over my house, you know. You can't, you know, because COVID, you know. But yeah. I'm gonna get 25mm fan, measure this, and then I'm gonna probably be back. Okay, I'm back. I got a 25mm fan to show you. So basically, before I showed you with a 30mm fan, right? Now look at that. You know, you got decent clearance right there with a flipped power supply. I mean, dude, like that one plug, you know, sticks out till probably here. And then the AIO tubes route under here. Oh, God bless. I just realized, how the hell am I going to route AIO tubes over here? Oh, man. That is tight. I got to mount AIO tubes there? Maybe I could just cut out. Dude, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. But if I can do it, then I have a radiator up here and I can put 2 slim fans on top. That's the goal, bro. That's the goal, bro. I could do this. Alright, this is the last clip. So for clarification for everybody, this is going to be an entire video on basically just building the case and this exact orientation. That's pretty much it. You know, you will see where every screw goes, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to end it with the case being fully built, and in the next one you will see, you know, me actually using the case, well, building the case properly. Let's see if I can get magnets for the side panels to stick. I'll probably ask online. Maybe somebody's already has a post about it. You can get like, let's think. Maybe like rollable magnets or something? It's gotta be something. Yep. Click. What the hell am I doing wrong? that looks funny. With the feet on the top, that looks hilarious. You know what? That's a great meme. Alright. That's all, folks. Here you go. The case. Fully built. And, this is hilarious. Yep. Let's see if I can flip it without falling apart. Nope, it's not screwed in, so it's gonna just fall apart. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, here, I'll screw it in. I'm not that lazy. Alright, there you go. Fully built FormD T1. It's beautiful, and we're done.